Alrighty, my Farlands VOD viewers and live viewers. But here we are. It is April 29th, 2026. 2.71% of the way along the Farlands. And 89,673.15 megabytes on the world save file. Have you got your woofs ready? Woof! Wolfie does, that's for sure. Oh, let us... Oh. Quickly now, Kurt. You're being very slow. Let's grab that dog. Secure the hidey hole. I see that guy. Look at that creepy face. It's almost as if they should be called creepers. Oh god. Nope, he can't follow us. He's incapable.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to that man Zem.
Alright, this is dangerous. For me and Wolfie. Oh, we've done it. Distracted by the sheep. We're continuing north. Along the vast expanse of the Farlands wall here. Wolfie. When Wolfie allows us to walk north, that is. Here in Minecraft Beta 173. As we do. We reached these Farlands after 14.5 years of walking. On October 4th, 2025. And now, at the beginning of the new year, Wolfie decided to walk north along the wall here. As you do, you know, for fun. for just a little hobby, something to do. Keep us busy, keep us off the streets. Keep you kids in school. I did the last stream I recorded. I mentioned this, that I changed my recording settings. I changed them too much. I told this to the stream after the fact, but my recordings of these hour-long segments, that's a spawner, but it's very deep underwater, and I don't want to deal with that. So we're just going to keep on walking. Is this also a spawner? Oh, I can't look that way. Cool. Okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I changed the settings to the NVIDIA encoded version. And I just took... I think I just took NVIDIA's settings. And apparently their settings are very high quality. And I normally these 1 hour recordings are 9 gigabytes, 8 gigabytes, you know, under 10 gigabytes. The one for the last stream, I forget off the top of my head, but I think it was 48 gigabytes. And I'm like, whoa! That's too much. That is too much quality for this 1080p, 60 frames per second Minecraft live stream. So if you noticed any, it was no increase of pixels or quality in that regard. It was just the encoding. I don't know what you want to call it. Compression was non-existent. So yeah, it was practically a raw. You were basically loading half. That was half of the Minecraft world save when watching that video. So I tweaked things a bit. Hopefully it's a little bit better. It did. I do remember when I started that recording, OBS froze for 10 seconds and then started. now I hit start recording and it just started immediately, so hopefully that's a good sign. You switched from CQP to VBR. Yeah, I mean, the other way I was doing it with, like, the normal MP4 encoding was on constant bit rate. I think I was going, like, 16,000 on the bit rate. As YouTube for 1080p, I think, takes 12,000. So it's nice to have some overhang. For the quality, don't you know? Yeah, I don't even know what bit rate that other one was recorded at. Gotta delete that to open up the hard drive again. Well, that's fun. A 100,000 megabits per second. Gigabytes per second. That was probably in the gigabytes. Gigabits. So yeah, that's where we are with that. Other news. Did I stream? I did golf, didn't I? On Monday, or did I not? I don't remember. That's when we did golf. Or was that Sunday? Listen. But yeah, anyway, yesterday, Tuesday, we have now, I guess you could call it upgraded. Definitely been brought into the modern era from our oil furnace to a magical mystery heat pump system. Thankfully, they were able to do the entire installation in a day. Even though we live in this very old house. There were some decisions to be made as far as, like, how to run wires, because these ceilings are a weird drop ceiling, and, like, we can't actually open the tiles, and we thought we would have to, like, run conduit around the outside of the house, but they figured it out. They were very amenable with our requests about where to drill holes into the house, and we did have to relocate our thermostat because our original thermostat only had 2 wires, but they needed the 3rd wire for fancy future reasons. So they just ran a whole new line to a hallway, which was nice. How much hassle did they have with the remaining oil? Oh, we're keeping that oil. That's our retirement oil. It's like $7 a gallon right now. We're gonna wait for that to double. And then sell, sell, sell! But no, there are like companies that will come take your oil for like 50 cents on the dollar. We don't want to do that. Obviously. Our neighbors are still on the oil heat, so we might work out something with them where we can slowly siphon them what we have. You know, and we'd be nice to the neighbors. You know, we'd just be like, whatever, we paid for it. Or not. Yeah, they just capped the tube, the oil line, obviously, so it doesn't like drip drop oil. When we say oil, it's literally diesel fuel, but for home heating applications, like, it doesn't have any of the additives that vehicle diesel fuel has. I mean, I mean, I guess we get it. We would be getting it filled. We wouldn't go through a full tank in a year. We used very little oil. Then I guess it would get, like, filled and recirculated. I think diesel is a lot more stable than gasoline. Especially, like, gasoline with ethanol in it. But I don't know. But yeah, we certainly don't want to keep a giant tub of 250 gallons of diesel oil in our backyard. Diesel has low volatility. See, I'm knowledge about various fuel sources. So yeah, and then once that's empty, there are basically companies that will come out and decommission the tank. Ours is an above ground tank. Some people have had, you know, in-ground tanks, and that's obviously a much bigger deal. Or people just buy those things and will do it either for free or pay you because it's like scrap metal and can be used for other things, to the best of my knowledge.
How old are you?
I'm, let me see. I am 29.
I've been subbed and streaking here for over 2 years, and all I get is this notification.
That's all you get, Yeffy. 29 months in the subtub. And a very loud alert is what you got. But also, don't you know, aside from that anonymous gift sub, you have claimed the first sub-resub of the day. Much appreciated. How in that tree? Whoa! Oh. Wolfie. Yeah, it was relatively painless. It was relatively painless. The in the house, the air handler unit has a lot more. Obviously, when you're shopping for these things, they just show them like on their own on like a shiny brochure. They don't show all the tubes and wires sticking out and going everywhere, and we're like, whoa, that takes up a lot more space than we thought. Except for the price. True. The price is a lot of price. It's not cheap. But then again, we didn't go for the cheapest either, and we didn't go for the highest end or the highest price. We didn't feel that was necessary. And like, so far, it's keeping the house warm. Not that it's cold outside.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Poke Mazer J. The middleman wins again.
Thank you for the gift sub. But yeah, on oil heat, we kept the house during the day at 65 degrees Fahrenheit. We ramped it up to 66. And honestly, it felt a little bit too warm. Living in luxury. Watch out now. Yeah, I mean, like overnight with the oil heat, we basically turned off the heater. We had like a nighttime temperature of like 58 degrees. So we're used to it being like super cold at night. But with heat pumps, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to like kind of keep them at a consistent temperature. The installer said really don't make it less than 3 degrees difference, just because that wastes energy in like having them have to like ramp up to a temperature. So even keeping it at 63 overnight, we were very toasty. Again, it's not. It was like, 40 degrees outside overnight. It's not like it's frickin' May. Don't you know? Ooh. That's a skeleton, and he's seen me. Hi. I'm just carrying on. Okay, bye. Oof. All right, the first night was fine. Of course, we did have to get a whole new thermostat and install a whole new app on your phone. Connect it to the Wi-Fi, because everything has to be connected to Wi-Fi now. Of course, I did get to uninstall Nest. You lived with 2 heat pumps for 18 years? Were they just roommates, or was it a romantical involvement? I feel like for a heat pump, you could have gone with a simple non-app thermostat. I mean, I think because I don't know. It's all part of the same system. I'm sure even looking at the fine print, it's probably warranty, like it is the Daikin thermostat. The whole system matches.
Where you came from was another dimension. Another dimension. Another dimension. Another dimension. Another dimension.
8 years.
Another dimension. Another dimension. Another dimension. Another dimension.
Grituk, thank you for 96 months. Allegedly 8 years in the subtub. Much appreciated. What the? One thing I've learned, talking about heat pumps really gets this chat going. Gets them pumped. We have yet to have somebody in chat go, well, you know, a lot of electricity comes from burning coal and natural gas. We're still waiting for that guy to show up. Thank you, Higby. What was I saying? Oh, that might be it too, hummus. Yeah, we did. There was a small, there was a small city rebate. But yeah, I don't know if it included the thermostat, but we at least had to get a variable speed heat pump to qualify for that. It's weird because there was another rebate that was bigger if you were going from electric forced air or baseboard heating to a heat pump. So you get more money if you're going from electric to a heat pump, but less money if you're going from natural gas or fuel oil to a heat pump. I feel like those are the decisions we should be encouraging, but that's just me. True, it is the reduction of the electricity usage, and the city, it is a city-run utilities company that we're in. So, yeah, I guess reducing the demand on electricity. And of course, had we done this last year, before they canceled the efficient homes federal rebates, could have gotten more back. But we are very confident in making these decisions too late and a dollar short. Oh, the heat pump got me after all. It's fine. Let's go to sleep. Heat pumps are deadly. It's a dry heat. Oh no! Drink some tea. I should. Thank you. I mean, that is going to be an interesting science experiment. The girlfriend and I are kind of waiting to see if, like, our health, our energy, our mood improves. Going from having a literal diesel engine heating our home to now just clean air. Not breathing in soot. And we did have... We did... I mean, this was one of the reasons we went with this. Oh, God! Wolfie! Oh, shit. Shoot. Bang.
When the installer showed up, did he say, "I'm here to pump, clap, you up"?
Oh, he's fine. He's alive. Woo! Now it got him, too. At first it tried to get me by choking me out. Then it went for Wolfie. Do you see these conspiracies?
Careful, Wolfie.
It runs deep. Trust no one, Agent Mulder. I don't know what that was. I think he was stuck under a tree out here. So let's walk the same way again, he says. I didn't... It felt like he was too far away for me to run to him to, like, try to unblock him. But... Alright. I forgot completely what I was talking about at that juncture now. Yeah, I ran away to make him teleport away. It's a skill you develop after 14 and a half years. You dingus? I don't know, maybe there was like a secret cactus up there or something? I don't know. Hold on. Again, sneak. I don't know if I stopped that one in time. We're so much healthier now. It's a clean air. Those oil molecules in the air were actually lubricating our lungs and noses. It's all the soot being ejected. Coming out of my eyes. No, the company, as part of the thing, included a duct cleaning. And the duct cleaning guy came out on Monday. And cleaned the ducts. With a big tube. And a spinny thingy. But then he said he noticed... like, a hole in the actual furnace. Like the fire chamber. Which isn't, like, it's... not supposed to burn directly into the air. And he took a video and a picture, and I believed him, so we like didn't use heat. Thankfully, the next day the heat pump came in. However, when they took the oil furnace outside, I got a closer look on it. I don't think it was a hole. I think just cleaning the ducts, like something had fallen in there and lit on fire. Heat exchanger, is that what it's called? That's what it looked like to me. It's like, you know, because he's blowing and sucking all the debris and stuff, and like, I don't know, like a piece of cat food or whatever might have just fallen, instead of getting sucked in, might have fallen into the heat exchanger. And in the moment he was testing it with the heat on, caught on fire, which is also not a positive thing. To know that any little piece of debris would just burst into flames and blow smoke throughout the house. The heat boiler at my place has a hole in it, so we're wasting natural gas. Well, the bigger problem is that then you're also breathing in CO2. Like, you're basically just standing in a garage with the car running. That's no hole, that's flaming debris. Carbon monoxide or CO2? I don't know. What happens when you burn fuel? What comes out? It's very confusing. I don't know if it's a mono oxide or a duo oxide. It's the mono? Well, we have like carbon monoxide testers. Well, none of those ever went off. I mean, one went off one day. But it just wanted batteries. I put new batteries in and it stopped. So that was probably it. Yeah, it went off like in the morning too, when we were both asleep. It went off at like 5 a.m. And we're like, what do we do? And so they're always like, here, get a carbon monoxide detector. But like, you know, with the fire alarm, you know what to do. But with that, you're like, is it real? Do we have to like call the fire department and stand outside our house in our boxer shorts? I think there is like a minimum parts per million that will cause one of those alarms to go off. So like there could be just a latent residual amount that's still not healthy, but not enough to kill you, so the alarm isn't going to go off. You can take the boxer shorts off. Hose me off, boys! Who got that reference? Reference! Or was it Wake Me Up Boys? I think it was Wake Me Up Boys was what it was. I didn't even get that reference. mean, I even have a new one that like has a little readout that'll like tell you what the ppm is, and those PPs have never emmed. I do have to be careful what I say. I am applying for jobs, and I never plainly say who I am and what I've specifically been doing for the last 15 years. But if somebody comes across one of these newer videos, not that the previous collection is free of weirdness. How does it look on the resume? It's like 2 lines. Basically, between March 2011 and current, I was self-employed as an online content creator, I think I say, in the video game industry. And I mostly highlight that I raised $530,000 for various charities. And then I never speak of it again. Oh, any beds? No side sleeping yet today, I don't think. Whoa! The old spawn and kill from Wolfie there. Classic move. Show me Farlands dungeon. Nothing? What else is new? I already talked about going, that was the last stream. Going to Oregon. Look at the puffins. No dungeons in the Farlands have been found yet. Like either deep in or along the wall here. I mean, that last kind of mountain kind of went near the top. We've had a couple of those. I don't know that any of it perfectly aligned with the build height limit. Ooh, saw that coming. I don't think there are very many mountains that will go to the build height limit. Like, we've seen some that are really high up, and then a tree spawns, and it's just like half the top of the tree because it reaches the limit. Oh, careful. I did plant out some of my seeds in my seed trays. Did I already mention this? I might have already mentioned this. Uh-oh. We're only 2.76% of the way there. He's already out of things to talk about. What seeds? What's it to you? Like I talked about planting the grass seed from my seed bags into the yard where we have like dead patches. I talked about that. But I did like for the garden. I did, as far as vegetables go, I only did, like I got the little 6 seed trays from Epic Gardening. YouTube shout out. I don't watch any of their videos, but I did buy their seed trays. I just planted like 6 varieties, well actually 3 varieties of tomatoes. 2 pickling cucumbers, and my pumpkins, my weird pumpkins from the Halloween pumpkin I carved. And I think some like dill and basil I planted. But as far as food, that's all I did. The rest were like poppy seeds, violet seeds. We go to the parks and like take a bunch of seed pods whenever they're ready there of various things we like that I then cannot identify based on seed alone. So they're going to be a mystery to us when they do grow, if they do grow. We had a couple maple seeds that I wonder if will grow. Yeah, I got, it's sunny and kind of warm out, so I got those outside in the sun right now. Acorns? No acorns. Although a squirrel did bury a horse chestnut, and it grew into a horse chestnut seed. The girlfriend tells me very invasive here. Not at all natural, and tends to take over because of those dang squirrels. So I dug it up. It's just like a little frondy thing right now, and I put it in a pot, and if it survives, I'm gonna like try to bonsai it. Yeah, maple trees have the whirlicopter seeds. I think some of them are from Japanese maples, because there's a Japanese garden in the park near us. The other ones the girlfriend brought home. I don't know from where or from what those are from, but we'll see. I did, when I was a kid, my grandma lived in another suburb of older neighborhoods that had really big trees and big maples that I liked the whirligigs. So I did plant those at home. I can't remember if I put them in I think I must have put them in a pot, a planter. I don't know, when I was 10, 11, something like that, and they actually grew. Well, one survived to an actual tree. So my dad planted it in the backyard. And now it is taller than the house. It is a proper, oh crap, we shouldn't have planted that there. It's now the biggest tree 30 years later. I mean, honestly, it's been since 2019 since I've been back there. And yeah, every time I go back, it's bigger and going to become a hazard tree for the house eventually. If instead of planting that seed, I had invested it in the S&P 500, I would have $60 million right now.
It is a beard, Jordan. A fine, full, dignified beard. One which commands respect and projects
How far?
thoughtfulness and dignity.
2.76 far.
Nothing to it.
The seed and pod 500, that's a smart way to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Invest in the S and seed 500.
You both think alike, Doc Gratis and Pallet Hands. Not side sleeping. Thank you, I'm the beard. Appropriate alert for 82 months in the subtub. There's a fly in here. Ah, it almost flew in my face. It is for some reason attracted to my lights. The studio lights I have. A friend had to force his personal broker to invest in Google because they didn't want to, and he said he would fire them if they didn't, and he made a bunch of money off of it. And still fired them. Any car project updates? Nope. I mean, we drove the cars last month on a nice day, and they both work. I basically need to decide if I want to keep the 280 or not. The next thing I keep saying I want to do is get the exhaust done, because that's one of the things I hate about it, driving it, is because, much like a fuel furnace, it's killing me every time I drive it, because it just fills with, because it's got an exhaust leak. And the muffler fell off, and I just clamped some straight pipe onto it. then at the same time, I'm like, do I want to keep adding to it? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think we want to keep the hearse. Like, we're not getting much use out of the hearse either, but the hearse is pretty unique, and the girlfriend really likes it. One of the jobs I applied for provides. That's fine, Wolfie. I'll just use this boat. Provides a company car. Company car. It's a you know, a state entity department. So we're like trying to think, where, if I get the job, where would I keep that car amongst all the other cars taking up all of our parking spaces? An anonymous user
gifted a tier 1 sub to me, Menno.
Thank you, anonymous gift sub. But yeah, I don't know. No major updates. I mean, similarly, thinking about. I mean, we were thinking about selling the Volvo and then getting an electric car, but the heat pump kind of took priority over that. But I'm still thinking about selling the Volvo. It's had its share of problems, and it also does not get good gas mileage and requires premium fuel, so well, that's not my favorite thing. If it was like a more fun car, like if it was a Volvo R, a V70R, then I'd say that'd be worth it on the premium gas and the 20 miles per gallon. But since it's an automatic wagon, I'm like, get an electric Volvo. Those are all still very expensive. I mean, we were looking, and I was surprised that the Polestar, used Polestars, the Polestar 2, is actually like not insane priced. I would consider that. That would be kind of a luxury. So insurance would be pretty expensive, and taxes would be pretty expensive on that. You're considering getting a new V60 for safety and cargo since you're a dad. Is a V60 electric? What about those electric VWs? I don't really like VW as a company. And a lot of the ones that aren't new are like the lower range, like e-Golfs and stuff. Which would probably be fine for me, who just potters around, but we don't know where the girlfriend is going to end up job-wise. You might have to end up going into like Seattle or whatever. Just the new cross country. Ah. I mean, I know when I was looking for mine, ZK and the Ranwin Parked crew had good things to say about the not brand new, but like used XC70s that had the 6-cylinder engine. again, not technically fuel efficient. But that was just more than I was willing to spend. Too big? Okay. I mean, I was looking at the usual suspects, like on the cheaper end, the Kona and the other one. I don't remember what the other one was. It's basically the Kona, but like the Kia version or the Hyundai version. Subaru doesn't sell station wagons anymore. The Outback is now a full-sized SUV. True, you can get an old Outback. I mean, that's kind of where I was. I wanted a wagon. But like the late 90s and early 2000s Subarus have that scary head gasket problem. I kind of shied away from that. Honestly, I really hate the look of them. But the following generation of the Outback, I think they're like, I don't know, 2010 to 2013. They're better about that. And they come with a 6-speed manual. But we need pigs. We need pigs, Wolfie! One more. The pig was dry! Getting dark, Wolfie. Also dry. No side sleeping. The streak continues. Oh, shoot. It's fine. We're running. We're running. I should not have taken a sip of tea at that precise moment. Gotta go. Jeez. I didn't know. I like hesitated. I thought maybe, well, if I stay in the elevated hidey hole, he probably won't explode, right? But I didn't want to find out, so I made haste. Maybe that is an experiment we could do in a different save. Is if atop an elevated hidey hole, will creeper explode? I gotta make sure all the Farlands have generated over here now. I went too far. I went too far from the Farlands. I got it. Yeah, that's gotta be fine. No mention of the near creeper death in chat at all. We're all stone cold, nerves of steel viewers today. Blork. Got too many sticks. Not enough torches. Torches, torches, torches! Oh lord. Whoa, Wolfie. Yee.
Gird your flesh for 2.8%.
Girds. Herbert Girds. That's pretty funny that Cone has Gird. I mean, it's not funny for him, but it's just that I brought it up. That you guys diagnosed me with Gird, and we're incorrect. Oh, hi, Wolfie Butt. Again. Oh, okay. Everybody watch out. Including you, Sheep, and Wolfie. Swinging a sword. Did the percentage tracker get smaller on screen? Not while it was a percentage tracker. I made it smaller when it was a number tracker before. I haven't taken any screenshots today. I need that thumbnail action. Well, here's a question that I am not beholden to listen to your advice on. Let's theoretically say that something interesting is going to be released on a particular day. And in order to, let's say, capitalize on that, I wanted to stream. Oh, how convenient. This is exactly where I would like to go. Or not. Should I stream on YouTube versus Twitch? Let's say, hypothetically, that the thing is being released on YouTube. You can stream to both? Can I? I mean, I think I'm allowed to now, but yeah, I'd have to like set up a plugin and like an account with that plugin too, wouldn't I? It like requires you to sign up for an account for the service, doesn't it? No? Oh. There's one without it. Huh. Oh, devil, am I? Because I do have a settings on my OBS and like a stream setup for YouTube. You have enough of an audience on YouTube to warrant streaming there? No, but my interest is in capturing the viewers who perhaps are there directly from the thing that I cannot say. You know what I mean? Because that's where it's going to be posted. Did you get that thing I sent you? Right, I mean, alternately, I could just upload a video and be like, I'm live on Twitch. You know? Like, that might definitely be easier. Look at this tube. Oh, careful, Opie. We're not at 2.8% yet. I can't end it here. Spooky percentage noises. Oh. Alright, that's it. Oh, I only need one, actually. Actually, oh, wait. Give me that bread. Did I just make a pressure plate somehow? Nighttime bread. Not side sleeping. A royal flush. King me. Touchdown. There we go.
Nighttime is the right time for bread.
It is. So your body can absorb all of those carbohydrates and sugars and turn them into delicious, greasy fat.
Extra king me point flush.
Although I think, now that I think about it, I think YouTube has a policy about only uploading a video to say I'm live on Twitch. 2.8%. We did it. Now I gotta make sure not to go to 2.81%. lest the whole thing get ruined.
Ding 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 DNG.
DNG. Although you said DING, so I don't know where they got DNG. What's at 100%? The end. There. Yes, the corner Farlands. The point at which the North Farlands meet the West Farlands. These are the West Farlands. The W for West.
West McFarlands.
The big W. Everybody got that reference, surprisingly. But some Simpsons references will go over y'all's heads. But you get Mad World references. Boing. Not well well versed in Simpson. But what about the episode of The Simpsons where they reference Mad, 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 Mad World? That's under a big T. Lord. The old slice. Slice of pie. I guess I didn't talk about my pie, did I? My pear crumble slash tart. My pie cost you $50? Why did my pie cost you $50? You wanted some apple crisp and went out and had a 3-course meal. Oh. Well, you gotta make it yourself. That's how you save money, see? Well, this is neat. Like a little diorama. Higher up here. I also got ice cream. But yeah, we ended up with a bag of pears. Bosque pears. The girlfriend tried eating one. They're not great raw. So if you're looking for an eaten pear, maybe not a Bosque pear. Oh no, no. That sheep was momentarily pink. For a brief, painful moment was pink. Also, we're at 2.81% now. That's fine. So yeah, I have oats because I eat oats every morning.
Say nerd! Nerd!
Nerd. Thank you, I'm the Beard, for the 5-sub bath bomb and introducing us to a new alert.
Nerd!
Much appreciated. But yeah, so I found a recipe on the internet. But I needed to get pecans.
Nerd!
That sounds different than mine.
Nerd!
Mine's like an octave higher. um,
Nerd! Nerd!
sorry, we can't talk anymore. This is the rest of the show.
Neared.
Neared. Oh, you messed up. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I got all that stuff and I made a pie. But it was a crumble recipe, but I had a pre-made pie crust in the freezer that I had made, probably from Christmas. Making a Christmas pie. Or maybe it was Easter. Probably Christmas. So I turned it into I put it on a pie crust, and it turned out good. And yeah, the recipe called for more pecans on the crumble than oats. So I instead of 1.5 cups of pecans, I just did 1 cup, and then instead of a half a cup of oats, I did a full cup to balance it out. And I agree, it's a much better crumble. I mean, it's very crumbly because it is a crumble. So it really doesn't hold together as a pie. So the crust is merely decorative. But it looked good coming out of the pie tin, didn't it? And then I got vanilla ice cream, and it tastes good. And I made, also that day I made chili. Chili Willy. And I think tonight we're gonna grill out turkey burgers on the grill. Alright, now that we're all hungry, get out your nighttime bread, because we're gonna go to sleep and back up the world. Dig up. 2.81%, and we're at 89,007.
I'll say side sleep in if I want to.
May I? Also, 89,774.2 megabytes. Nearing the 90,000 megabyte threshold.